I'm Gregg Hardy, G-R-E-G-G-H-A-R-D-Y.
I got you. Okay, Greg, I guess to start, what's running through your head today?
It's a spin. It's just crazy. It's hard to sink in yet, you know. It's been a long time getting here, and so it's very difficult for it to sink in, but I'm exuberant for my sister, and we can victory for her.
Any surprise on the second degree as opposed to first?
Well, I'm disappointed it wasn't first-degree murder, personally, because I think it was well-deserved first-degree murder. We'll have to see how Judge Olsaver sentenced the crime of second.
When you've listened, I know you didn't hear all the testimony, but as you've put things together, was there one or two things that jumped out really that you think maybe landed with the jury?
As far as the second-degree murder, you mean?
In the case in general.
Well, I think the dynamics of the evidence as far as my sister's remains and the process of hiding that was very impactful. The event that took place, obviously the fateful evening of April 24th of 21, I think that certainly played hard to the jury. It certainly imprinted something in their brain.
Greg, what would you say to Dale tonight?
You don't want to say that on camera. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. He is an atrocious piece of human trash, in my opinion. Debris, however you'd like to say it. No one should ever consider doing that to a human being, let alone the mother of your child or your wife, that kind of thing. I mean, it's impossible to conceive how someone would be that evil.
Was there any point in the last 5 years when you never thought you'd get to a trial? You never thought there'd be justice? You never thought it would be in front of a jury?
Honestly, no. Whatever it was going to take. We were going to get there.
As we drill in a little bit to the evidence that you heard, a lot of back and forth between the sheriff's office investigation, the state police getting involved. Do you have an overall thought of how the sheriff's office handled it and then how the state police handled it?
Well, that's an awfully deep subject, and there's certainly plenty of room to talk about what could be done better and more constructively for all the agencies involved. And I think that's a longer subject for another time, but there's certainly room for, hopefully, to take this particular instance and make something positive out of it.
But there's a potential that gave your family more heartache than needed, right?
There was. It was hard to convince people, authorities included, that we knew what we knew. And so we just had to keep persisting until we could get enough people. And of course, as you know, the biggest part of that has been the public and their willingness to fight for Dee. And I think the Justice for Dee group, all the community people were absolutely phenomenal, and without them, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, the public certainly did play a role. Do you think if the public did not play a role, that we're not here today?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be here today. We'd probably still be struggling for a cold case. And no, the public, I mean, just no question, the public's role in this has been paramount to getting to where we are. And that's a good thing, because in our world, the public should have a say. The public should be the ones who propel things forward when people are not doing their job. And this group of people in this community and all over this state have kicked in, as you know. I mean, this is a broad spectrum, this Justice for Dee group. It's not just locally, it's statewide and nationally, and literally, I know it's hard to understand, but even internationally, it struck a nerve with people all over the place, and that's been critical.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you think?
I'm
What
sorry.
do you think Dee would say?
Oh, well, I'm sure that it would be, as it is for me, it's obviously bittersweet. There's nothing replaces her, and but it is as close to, justice, and like I kind of say, we can almost change this from justice for Dee for victory for Dee, right? So, she would be very thrilled.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I think we got everything. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Could I please? I appreciate the questions and all of that, and I appreciate all of you for sure following this case unwavering for a long time. And it isn't often that we get this chance. But I also want to say a couple things about the case and the fact that, as Judge Olsaver outlined, it was great. The jury played a very important part of our justice system, and it takes a lot of fortitude to make those kinds of judgment calls that they had to make. And for them, I'm very grateful. It's so important to the system. And then, secondly, in that group, I think Judge Olsaver needs to be thanked as someone who handled the bench extremely well. He marshaled the trial and kept things fair and equitable. And for that, I'm grateful that we have him as a judge here in our community. And the other people all on down the line, most of you recognize, as long as you followed this, that the early part of this investigation was a civil case. And without the help of the people in the civil case, including Judge Sala, my own personal corporate attorney, Steve Matta, we would have never gotten this started in civil court to have been able to keep the ball rolling to get where we are today. It was critical. And then I certainly have to thank the Sheriff's Department, the State Police, for the work they did. I think that Detective Dreyer and Detective Singleton worked very hard at this case. I would like them to be a little more grateful for the people that helped them from behind the scenes. It'd have been a little nicer. In the Sheriff's Department, I know you asked a question about it, and you probably expected me to be not very nice. The Sheriff's Department had some problems, but I know from my personal involvement, there are a lot of good people there. And we shouldn't throw out the entire department just because of a few bad apples. Rather, I'd hope that the department will take this as a constructive process by which they can improve our Sheriff's Department for the community. And I think that's what the community wants. And lastly, I have to thank my family who've done everything for me. Sorry. It takes a lot of putting up with, and I have not been easy to deal with, and I've had to have a balancing role my wife has played, and my son, and all of our immediate family that's been so supportive, and I have to be so grateful to them. And to you guys, again, thank you very much. It's been wonderful.